Now the Golden Knights, they're against the ropes, down 3-1, looking to throw a haymaker and extend their season. Plus, Conversations with Norm is set for this weekend with one of Las Vegas's premier entertainers. Norm joins us now along with celebrity impressionist Gordie Brown. Gentlemen.
Hello, nice to be on the show.
Great to have you.
Game 5.
Oh boy.
I think they're going to be breathing fire.
You're giving the
especially after they ran up the score on them. I think that's not going to sit
I
well.
think there's a little, because it seemed like when Marchessault got knocked to the ice, that kind of gave them the fire to win game 1. Towards the end, they were still putting on like their power play line to try to get run up the score in game 5, which, I mean, it's the pros. Running up the score is bound to happen, but I know on the ice there's some egos, and they're not going to let that go without being checked.
Yeah.
Tonight they're going to check it.
Yeah.
And the fans will be going crazy.
Oh, goodness gracious. It's going to be nuts. So what are we thinking here?
Well, speaking of hockey, Gordie
Well, first of all, I'm going to be on the show.
Yes.
Yeah, Norm's Conversations with Norm, and I'm excited. I've heard a lot about it throughout the years. So
get ready. There will be laughs. There will be tears. It's bound to happen. It's really, he's like a therapist. I've seen it.
Is he really?
I told him to be prepared. He's going to walk off. I'm sure he's going to storm off.
How deep are you going there, Norm? Back up on those questions.
But Gordie grew up in hockey country. And there's a great story that we're going to talk about. Ken Dryden. Your first hero, right?
So with Ken Dryden, he's number 29, as is our Vegas hero goalie.
Fleury, of course.
Mr. Fleury. So Ken Dryden had this mask that he looked like Spider-Man, and every save he made, our announcer was like, and another save by Dryden. So, I grew up with being influenced by that, and I always kept that with me. You don't forget things like that meant so much to you when you were at such an impressionable age, like 12, and there's still some parts of me that are still 12, and that didn't grow up. But so my firstborn was a boy, and as soon we didn't know what it was going to be, the sex until he was born. So when they said it's a boy, and I said, "Can we name him Dryden?" That came right out of my mouth, and my wife had an epidural, so she was like, "I don't know what you just said." So we named him Dryden after heroes.
Wow.
So Fleury, I'm sure, is influencing so many others that
there's a few Marc
years
Andres
from now,
being born. Yeah.
There'll be some Flurries next year.
No question.
Yeah. What's your name, young man? My name's Fleury.
He grew up very close to where Celine grew up and ended up touring with her.
Well, unbeknownst to me back then, but years later, I was on the David Letterman show.
Yeah.
And her and Renee had told me that they'd seen the show, and Renee had said, God bless Renee, he said, that's the guy we're going to have.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was a thrill of a lifetime.
No question.
Kind of the nicest people I've ever met in my life.
That's fantastic.
Most genuine ever.
And well, speaking of genuine, we've had you on the show before. For what it's worth, Gordie, one of the nicest people we've ever had on the show.
Oh, well, thank you.
Truly. Like, he came on the show. We got gift baskets afterwards. This guy's a freaking sweetheart. And I'm so glad that you're going to get him on stage. And you're going to make him cry.
And get a gift basket.
Make him cry.
Yeah, no, I was like,
everybody gets
a gift basket. That's the only reason I asked him. I heard rumors about the gift basket.
Pre-interviews, do you have any idea, like, where in the recesses of your career we're going to go?
No. Norm just keeps all these...
We had a 2-hour prep interview, and it was just spectacular.
Yeah, it was a heck of a lunch.
Yeah.
I loved hanging out with you, Norm.
It was great.
You put someone at ease right away when you said, "I'm going to pick up the check." I felt very comfortable from that moment forward. No.
Gordie, how long have you been in Vegas now?
Man, I think JJ last time had told me when we were on the show, she goes, so you've been here 30 years, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Has it really been 30?
Really? It seems like yesterday. Well, even if you count from 87.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is
first
31.
show I did was Melinda, First Lady of Magic. Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, you weren't born yet, but we
were
were at the...
You did a play.
What was that hotel called?
You did a play, and it was, what was the name of the play?
Oh, sorry. Well, yeah, I knew I was going to be an entertainer. I was 16 years old. I did this play called West Side Story. I played the lead role, Tony.
Of course.
And so from, every show, we did 3 shows, which were the planned amount of shows. And every show was like a standing ovation. So when your name is brought out and then you go out there and they rise to their feet and you're like, I am going to be an actor, I'm going to be. And then another influence after that was Rich Little. Yeah, I saw his show and I said, I'm going to learn impressions.
And you were in a movie with Buddy Hackett.
We have to go.
Buddy Hackett.
We have to go.
Buddy Hackett. Yeah, you'll hear these stories.
You're going to hear it all. We don't want to ruin it all. Conversations. This is my best West Side Story.
Saturday.
Yeah, come on now. Conversations in Norm.
We're going Saturday.
Saturday, 2 p.m. inside Myron's Cabaret Jazz over at the Smith Center. For tickets and all the latest happenings, you can visit norm.vegas as well. And hey, caller 13 and 14 right now, you're going to get a pair of tickets to Saturday's Conversations with Norm featuring Gordy Brown. Just call the number on your screen. That's 702-876-1301. Norm Clarke, he's provided the tickets for this giveaway and is a proud sponsor of the Morning Blend. And I'll tell you what they're going to be doing tonight. They're going to be watching the Golden Knights beat the Capitals.